Now let's turn to Iran. The country has been under a lot of pressure, or should I say maximum pressure, from the US President Donald Trump. He's back in the White House. One of his first acts after taking office was to reinstate his policy of maximum pressure on Iran. The goal? To deny Iran all paths to a nuclear weapon. Trump has said that he wants to work out a deal. He wants Iran to agree to never making a nuclear weapon. And he says his maximum pressure tactic is the way to ensure this. Iran, however, is not impressed.
We're ordering you not to do this, and not to do that, or we'll do this. If that's the case, I'm not coming to negotiate with you at all. Go and do whatever the hell you want.
That was Iran's president, Masoud Pezeshkian. He's tired of all the threats. So he just told Trump to do whatever he wants. Iran will not bow to pressure.
We need to have a relationship with the world. We don't want to break off with anyone. We don't want to fight with anyone. But we're not supposed to bow off in humiliation to anyone. Should they come forward with dignity, we will speak with dignity. But as they threaten, or what they did to Zelensky, it was really shameful.
Pezeshkian says Iran will not bow or be humiliated. He cites what happened with Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky, how Trump humiliated Zelensky at the White House. Iran's President Pezeshkian says his country will not tolerate that. And that is a fair ask. What about Trump's response? He says he offered Iran a choice: military action or peace talks.
Very, very soon. You'll be talking about that pretty soon, I guess. And hopefully we can have a peace deal. You know, I'm not speaking out of strength or weakness. I'm just saying I'd rather see a peace deal than the other. But the other will solve the problem.
Trump says he sent a letter to Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. That letter will be delivered soon, reportedly via an Emirati delegation. But the letter might not get the reception that Trump is hoping for. You just heard Iran's President Pezeshkian, and Khamenei has a similar view.
Some bullying governments insist on negotiation, but their negotiation is not aimed at resolving issues, it's for domination. They'll raise new demands, and these new demands will certainly not be met by Iran regarding the country's defensive capabilities, regarding the country's international influence. Don't do this, don't meet that person, don't go to that place, don't produce that thing. Your missiles' range shouldn't exceed such and such a distance. Can anyone accept these things? This is what negotiation is for.
Khamenei claims that the talks are a ruse. He says the US won't just talk about nuke restrictions. Khamenei believes that they will want more, like limits to Iran's ballistic missile range. Now, there are two ways to look at this. One, you can say that Iran is being paranoid, that they are refusing a chance for peace based on assumptions. That is one way to see this. Or you can say that Iran is fed up with all the back and forth. Because remember, a nuclear deal was already in place once, back in 2015, and it took shape after years of negotiation. But what happened to that deal? Trump pulled out of it unilaterally. This was in 2018 during his first term as president. Iran said it was abiding by the previous deal, but Donald Trump did not care. He tore it up and imposed his first maximum pressure policy. So why should Tehran believe him now, especially under pressure? So you can see why the Iranians do not seem keen on talks. But there's also another side to all of this, perhaps an out for Iran.
各位记者朋友，大家下午好。
China will hold the China-Russia-Iran Beijing meeting on the Iranian nuclear issue on March 14th. Vice Foreign Minister Ma Jiashu will chair the meeting. Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Ryabkov and Iranian Deputy Foreign Minister Kazem Garibabadi will come to Beijing to attend. The three parties will exchange views on the Iranian nuclear issue and other issues of common concern.
China is holding a nuclear summit on Friday. It has invited Russia and Iran. These three countries will discuss Iran's nuclear issue, China, Russia, and Iran itself. Let's face it, the West probably won't accept this. They are likely to discredit any outcome from this meeting. Europe probably will not believe any Russian guarantees of Iranian nukes, or Chinese ones for that matter. And here lies the dilemma. Because it wasn't Iran who broke the last nuclear deal. It wasn't even Russia or China. It was Donald Trump. He was the one who tore up the last deal unilaterally. So who's really the more trustworthy party here? For Iran, there is no contest.
Merci beaucoup. Hi, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Namaste, Mr. President.
Bharat Kelogon, Komeri Namaste.
How many people generally follow you in interviews?
Typically in a month, we have viewers up to 150 million. That's more than twice the population of France. And in the last 2 years, we had 3 billion viewers. So I say, Laurent, this is your chance to be famous. You're on first post. One word to describe your equation with Prime Minister Modi.
Amitié.
As India and France work together, are you creating a new era of non-alignment in the technology space?
India is a training superpower. 1 million engineers a year, more than all of Europe and the US combined. So we have that partnership. We have a partnership on the environment and the economy. We also have civilian nuclear programs. And that is something we've developed far beyond the France-India relationship. So we want to work together on AI.
And then comes China with its DeepSeek, creating models at a fraction of the cost. Did that innovation take you by surprise? Did that breakthrough make you sit up and think, what did the Chinese do and how?
But what did DeepSeek do? They took everything that was already available from the last AI model and then they recalibrated it.
So are you going to ban Chinese AI in France?
So we don't have this American approach of banning tech because of where it comes from.